All right, so once you finished page 6, now we're going to move on to page 7. And so now that we found out information about our country, now we're going to find out how much it costs to travel to and stay in the capital of the country that we chose. So I'm going to use Asuncion, which is the capital of Paraguay, for my example. But let's look at the question first. Well, the first two questions, actually. So, ¿cuánto cuesta viajar de Detroit a la capital del país? So, how much does it cost to travel from Detroit to the capital of the country? Okay, so I'm just using Travelocity. There's plenty of different travel sites you could use. And because I've already looked this up, just to make sure, I was kind of concerned that, in our COVID world, that there wouldn't be flights to certain places, but I was able to find it for most capitals. I didn't check every single one, but I'm sure with the random ones I did choose, if there are flights to some of those little countries, I'm sure there's flights to all of them. So I just put in a random Monday to Friday date. So I'm going to search. And I'm going to find that it's going to cost, about $1,600 for these two flights. And then there are some more expensive ones. Not a whole lot to offer. It's probably more expensive than typical. So I would say it costs, right? Cuesta. And then however much it costs. And then to travel. Okay, then our next one, ¿cuánto cuesta quedar en el centro de la capital? If you want to pause and take care of that first question, you're more than welcome to for your country. And so then what you're going to do is you're going to come back to Travelocity or whatever site you're using and click on hotels. Travelocity will still save all your information. And you can look at some different hotels. So you're going to do for the total amount for the 4 nights that I had chose. It depends on how long your trip is, but and it will give you how much it costs. So how much does it cost to stay in the downtown of the capital? And then we're going to write the name of the hotel for this information. So El Más Barato. So the most inexpensive. Okay, so you're just going to kind of search through the hotels that are available in your city. I'm going to guess 35 is probably going to be the cheapest that I'll find. So I could just write Portal do Sol on mine because I'm doing Asuncion. And then El Más Caro, I don't think I changed back. El Más Caro is the most expensive, and then El Medio Precio, so a hotel that's in the middle of the price range. Okay, and then here is a big score for you. It says, después de buscar la información, so after searching the information, escribe un parágrafo sobre tu opinión de viajar a este país y describe el viaje. So write a paragraph about your opinion of traveling to this country and describe the trip. Okay, so let's look at these questions that you're going to answer. The first one, ¿quieres viajar a este país? So do you want to travel to this country? ¿Por qué quieres viajar allí? Why do you want to travel there? Or why don't you want to travel there? Okay. All right. If you say you don't want to travel there, you still have to answer the next 3 questions hypothetically. Okay. So how would you want to travel? Okay. What are you going to see at the country? So if you don't want to go, it would be what would you want to see in the country? And what are you going to do, or what would you do? So you do need to answer all the questions whether or not you want to travel to the country. Okay, then you are going to Score your writing on how well you think you did answering these questions in this paragraph using the IB rubric. And I will post a bigger picture of that in the assignment hand-in so you can look at it more closely. But you are just going to pick one number, 1 through or 0 through 8. Hopefully no one's at a 0, but 0 through 8, your score. If you want to give yourself a half score, like a 6.5 or a 7.5, you're more than welcome to do that. All right, let me know if you have any questions.